Okay, so we're all very excited about the second book. Has everyone here read the first book? Or
yeah,
you've read it. Okay, so I read it.
David's saying, "Yep."
I read it and absolutely loved it, and I bought 10 copies straight off to give to Christmas presents to everybody that year, and they all went down an absolute storm. Everybody absolutely loved it. I've really, really been looking forward to the launch of this book, especially just before Christmas, because that's Christmas sorted again with one click. 10 books, please. Everyone's getting one. So I'm hoping you're all going to think the same. But what we're going to do today, anyway, it's a short gathering. So we, as I said, we can raise a glass or whatever to hand to Anita to toast the launch of her new book, Let's Talk About Cats. There'll also be some cake, which I think Anita was talking about earlier on, which it did look good, but apparently a putty cat has made their mark, and there's a paw mark in it now. But I think that's quite appropriate. I think you should get a picture of that, Anita.
I have.
I think we should see that. And some of us may actually be getting a slice of cake after this, depending on where you live. So for those of you who live way too far away for Anita's personal delivery service, like up north or something, Jane, then it's a bit of a postcode lottery, and I'm afraid you've lost. You're not getting it. So, but on the other hand, you're not going to get fat, and we all are, right? Because we're getting free cake. What's not to love?
Okay.
We also have some very, very special guests, some of whom I haven't yet mentioned, who are featured in the book, who've been able to join us today as well, which is fabulous, because I'm going to be having a short chat with everyone, including people who are involved in the production of the book, which is all the behind the scenes stuff, as we know. But before that, what I want to do is have a quick chat with Anita, so she can get us all caught up with what's been happening over the last few months, how the publishing story has been unfolding, and how she's feeling about that. So, Anita, how are you feeling about that? How are you feeling about the publishing?
I'm like, it's amazing. It's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a tough 3 years. The book's just been through so many different palpitations, and it's
palpitations
been,
is the right word.
No, well, I'm always saying wrong words. It's been quite an arduous journey, and I never thought it would actually get to see the light of day, especially because I was picked up by a really, really good literary agent who tried her very, very best to get publishers involved, and no publishers were interested. I was very, very deflated about that, and then I just thought, you know, it's taken me 3 years to get to this stage. So really, I'm just going to put my big girl pants on and just self-publish instead. So, and I actually feel really proud of myself, actually, because it's been tough, but I got there in the end.
Oh, that's brilliant. And also, I mean, first of all, apart from that, we're all very delighted to know that you are wearing pants and they're big. I think what I'd like to point out to you is that the Beatles got turned down by every single record company
yes, they
in
did.
the UK, and look what happened. So, you know, I'm fully expecting a bestseller here. I really am. You know, history tells the story, Anita.
No pressure.
You know, even if it's not a bestseller, I'm just glad that people can get to read it, because, you know, when you've worked that hard on a book, it can be very deflating if other people are deciding whether people get to read the book or not.
Sure.
I have great respect for people that self-publish. I really do, because it is tough to suddenly learn a whole new industry. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think also the other thing about it is that you're doing it on your own terms as well.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, I mean, I think one of the things that I recall from when you were with the literary agent, which obviously initially seemed like a dream come true. I mean, this is one of the biggest award-winning agents in the country. Is how much compromise you were expected to make with your writing. You know, you're expected to write very, very tightly to certain briefs, certain things, and because you're now doing it on your own terms, it means that you can really say exactly what it is that you want to say.
Yeah, but, to be honest, they put me with an editor, with the literary agent, and it made sense. They wanted me to totally change the book because, first of all, it was a book of interviews about people's lives that work with cats, and they wanted me to make that a lot more tighter and answer a particular question per chapter. So I think they were right. So I had to go back to the drawing board and completely rewrite the book. And it did make the book much, much better. So I'm glad I listened to them. But they did tell me to take out some chapters that I was very upset about. So when they let me go, I put them chapters back in because I felt that they were really interesting chapters. So I was able to kind of put back in the chapters that I didn't want to lose. So,
is somebody not muted there? I think were we sort of hearing voices? If everybody,
London, stop meowing.
Oh, right.